Okay, I'm back again this morning. It is Sunday morning. I'm going to type in good morning. And the question of the day is, what are you grateful for? All right. So I am back this morning. Good morning. It's Sunday morning. And it is November 10th. Good morning. Happy Sunday morning. Going to sit here and just hang out for a little bit and wait for the women to come on. Looking forward to our conversation. Stephanie Davis, good morning. Good to see you this morning. I'm also asking, as you come on and type in good morning, tell me one thing that you're grateful for today. Oh, let me type in mine. I think wisdom is mine. Grateful for wisdom. All right. So, ladies, I'm asking you this morning as you come on, say good morning, but also type in what's one thing that you're grateful for today. I have Stephanie on, Cheryl's on. Good morning, Cheryl. I haven't seen you for a minute. I missed you. Angela's on. Good. Gloanne is on. Good morning. Ruth is on. Judy's on. You ladies are moving fast this morning. You're ready. Um, okay, just keep coming on, and then I'll just go back and read them. Because you're coming fast this morning. Thank you for coming on. So, Carolyn, good morning. Janice says, I'm grateful for another day to grow. Amen. Gloanne, good health. Cheryl, grateful for health and wellness. Yes. Okay. Stephanie, Nichols is on. So, ladies, if you think about it, what are you grateful for this morning? Just kind of type it in. Yeah. Grand Rising, Regina's on. Carolyn said, grateful for a peaceful spirit. Amen to that. Judy, grateful for family. Yes. Thank you for sharing. So as you come on, ladies, type in good morning. Let me know that you're here. And just one thing that you're grateful for today. What is one thing? Stephanie, grateful God chose me to wake up another day to get right. Yes, Stephanie, I thought a lot about you this week. And I'll tell you as I get into the message a little bit later how your words encouraged me this week and how I had to hold on to them. Stephanie Nichols, grateful to see another day. So, ladies, as you come on, say good morning, but also tell me one thing that you're grateful for today. Yes, it is November the 10th. I am grateful for wisdom, for health, and I'm grateful for you and to you. Thank you so much for getting up and joining me this morning. Regina is grateful for life more abundantly. Thank you, ladies, for sharing with me too. Sometimes we have to stop and just remind ourselves of what it is that we're grateful for. And I thought today would be a great way to start considering we've gone through a lot. A lot has happened since the last time we met. It's amazing what 7 days can do. So, yeah, Dr. Cornelius is on this morning. Good morning to all of you again. As you come on, tell me one thing that you're grateful for today. And it's just a reminder. You know, sometimes we get so caught up in life, we don't take the time to think about what we're grateful for. And in light of what has happened over the last since the last time we met, I just thought that it would be a good way to start this morning, not only by saying good morning, but also just sharing what you're grateful for. Angela is grateful for my family. So good morning. Yes, type it in as you come on. Good morning. Paula said health. Thank you all for sharing. Today, I want to, of course, acknowledge some of the feelings that some of us may have experienced throughout the week, but may still be experiencing. Good morning, MM. Again, as you come on, type in good morning and let me know one thing that you're grateful for. So with that being said, today I want to talk about unbreakable spirit and holding fast to our vision. because so much has happened since the last time we met, and there have been a swirl of emotions that some of us have experienced and continue to experience. And I want to acknowledge those emotions because if you remember, we've been talking about authenticity. And 2 weeks ago, I talked about respecting and validating your feelings. So today, I want to spend a few minutes talking about unbreakable spirit, holding fast to our vision. Because as a result, let's keep it real, of this recent election, some of us, and some of us continue to have a swirl of emotions. So think about it. It brought out deep passions, hopes, in a vision for a world we wish to create. And as a result of the election, some of us were angry, sad, some of us even felt hopeless. We were disappointed, frustrated, and some of us felt lost. But I just want to acknowledge the feelings, want to recognize the emotions that so many of us felt throughout this last week. So I want to recognize and acknowledge. And for me, it's funny because I went to sleep early Tuesday night and I woke up about 1 o'clock in the morning and I realized it was an election and I turned the TV on and saw the results and I turned the TV off. And I had made up my mind, and Stephanie Davis had said to us, there's a small group of us that meet once a month, the ladies that went through the workshop with me, Empowering Women to Embrace Life Fearlessly, we meet once a month online. And we said that the next time we meet, it'll be after the election. So we started talking about it. And Stephanie Davis, you said to me, God does not make mistakes. You said, whoever gets in office, God does not make mistakes. And I held on to that. So when I saw the results of the election, I just said, well, God doesn't make mistakes. And Thursday, about midday, my spirit shifted. And I recognized it, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but my spirit shifted. And then Thursday night, I didn't sleep at all. I was sad. I was mad. I was disappointed. I was frustrated. But I kept thinking, but God don't make mistakes. Those words, Stephanie, kept ringing in my head. But I was still feeling different emotions. And then someone, and I think it was Cheryl Thomas, I'm not sure, one of my friends, someone sent me a song. And that song kind of brought peace to me. And the song is He's Got the Whole World in His Hand. Someone sent me that song and I kept playing it over and over and over. And then I was able to find peace. So today I'm talking about recognizing the emotions, acknowledging them, but also recognize the strength in those emotions. They remind us that we care deeply, that we are passionate about creating a future that uplifts everyone, all women, voices, communities, all. So there's strength in those emotions. And these moments of challenge, right? When we're challenged, when we're tested, it's when authenticity and resilience strengthens us. When we are tested, it's our authenticity and our resilience. So there's strength in the emotions that some of us may have been experiencing over this last week. And we're reminded to stand strong and truthful to who we are in our values and what's important to us, even during times of challenges or even when the road ahead appears to be rocky. And when we do that, we show our dedication to something bigger than ourselves. So there's strength in the emotions that some of us may have been experiencing this week. And it's a reminder that each of us is part of a collective purpose, right? We're not alone in wanting change and hoping for a better future. We're reminded together as a community, and we have a voice that matters. Even when we're challenged, a voice that can inspire and mentor and lift each other up, even when the road appears to be rocky. We can inspire and support each other and continue to move forward with what we believe in. And that's what I had to do, right? But that song, He's Got the Whole World in His Hands, helped me with my emotions that I didn't even acknowledge initially. And how many of you experienced this whole swirl of emotions this week, but you were able to push past, well, first of all, to acknowledge and recognize your emotions, put it in proper perspective. Because as women, we've been challenged before, right? We have resilience. Think about it. So, when you think about what has happened this past week, and you think about how strong we are collectively and what we want for our community and what we want for all, including all women, when you think about it, think about what is one small step you can take. Or maybe you've taken it already. Maybe you reached out to someone and lifted them up. Or maybe you mentored a young person. Think about what small step can you take or have you taken. And then keep in mind that we are the authors of our own journey. So it's important, right, that we stay true to our values and vision, even when it feels like it's a setback. And it's our resilience, and we've been tested before, right? It's our resilience that keep us moving and pushing forward and wanting and pushing for change. It's our strength, our authenticity, and our resilience. These are our tools, and no one can take that away from us. So it's important that we hold fast to the vision that we have for this world, because that's how change happens. It may not seem like it today, but over time, as we take actions and steps, right, we can create the world that we want. Dr. Cornelia said, God doesn't make any mistakes. The world does not want a woman at the highest office. Robin joined us. Good morning, Maria. Good morning. Stephanie says, I felt them all as well. Then I was reminded that God doesn't make mistakes. But we have to keep pushing forward We have to continue to support each other, and we have to hold fast to our vision, because maybe, and maybe is not the right word. So it didn't happen this time, but there will be a time when it will happen. Because I think about the changes. When you think about when women had to fight for an education, but it happened, right? So I just went back and I just looked at some numbers. So overall, women owned businesses, right? 42% of all businesses in the U.S. are women owned, and we employ 9.4 million people. And Black women are the fastest growing demographics of entrepreneurs in the United States. And Black women have one of the highest college enrollment rates among all demographic groups. In fact, 64% of Black women are enrolled in college, compared to 57% of the overall population. And that's why it's so important that we don't lose sight of the vision, that we continue to support, mentor, and lift each other up. Because think about it, had we not continued to push for change, just think of the education, 64%. We wouldn't be here talking about that percentage if we had given up. Black women entrepreneurs, fastest growing demographic. If we didn't hold fast to our vision, these numbers wouldn't exist. So it's important that we stay true to our values and vision, even in the face of setbacks. We can't lose sight of the tools that we have, and that's our authenticity and our resilience. No one can take those away from us. And I had to get very grounded this week, remembering that He's got the whole world in His hands, and remembering that God does not make mistakes. I had to become centered, because I was mad, I was sad, I was frustrated. I was like, I was like, how could this happen? Because I was so sure. I felt it. I thought I did in the air, but it was my energy that I was putting out, and that was what was coming back to me. And I had to remind myself. To continue on this path that I'm on, and not to allow this to set me back as it relates to the vision that I have. And that's why this group is so powerful. We can come together, support each other, lift each other up. And there's strength in numbers, right? And as it relates to supporting and uplifting, no one can take that away from us. No one can take that away from us. So we just have to stay strong to who we are, know what we want, and continue to move forward. I just want to see what some of the comments I got. All right, Dr. Emma. Be the change you want to see, Robin, for sure. Good to see you, Robin. Ruth said she felt overwhelming anger, but then realized this has been the American pattern since day one. Marie said, I believe it's going to happen. We're going to have that woman president one day. We never thought, in all honesty, we'd see a Black male president, but it happened. Dr. Cornelia said, I accept the defeat. I believe God protected VP Harris from the racism, sexism, criticism that she would have endured for sure. That's such a great point. Thanks for sharing that. Paula says, only when it is darkest can we see the stars. Absolutely, Maria. And Robin said, we are equipped to move forward with the love, resilience, and the fortitude of our ancestors, for sure. So, Maya Angelou is one of my favorites. And I'm just going to read a couple of verses from her poem, Still I Rise, because it reminds us of our unbreakable spirit. And here we go. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may tread me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I rise. Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hope's spring high, still I rise. But these words remind us no matter what challenges we face, we have the power to rise above, to stand tall, and to keep moving forward. And as women, we've done it every day. As Black women, we've always had the resilience to push forward. Always. And as Andra Day sings in Rise Up, we find strength not only in ourselves, but each other. And her words are, all we need is hope. And for that, we have each other. And I'll rise up, and I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again for you, for each other. That's it. So we have to continue to lift each other up. We have to continue to believe. We have to continue to hold on to the vision. Because one day, it will happen. And we have to continue to mentor our young folks and just stand in what we believe in. And we also sometimes have to reach out to someone because we may need a kind word. We may need to be uplifted. So keep in mind that you don't have to travel this journey or down this road by yourself. Keep in mind that we're all human beings. And there are times when we may need to reach out, and it's okay, because that's what we're there for, to support each other. So if you're struggling emotionally, if you're tired, you're frustrated, you're angry, reach out to someone. It's okay, because we all need each other and to be uplifted at times, care how strong we are. So don't hesitate. Robin said, we are equipped to move forward with the love, resilience, and fortitude of our ancestors. I read that one. Glow said, we must trust God's plan. Robin said, I pray we stopped waiting to be saved. We are who we're waiting on, for sure. This wasn't a setback. It was a setup to remind us to build and do for ourselves. And we've always had to do that. We've always had to, especially women, right? So it's a reminder. It's a reminder that we just have to keep moving forward. It's a reminder Now more than ever, we need each other. It's a reminder that together we can make a difference. We just have to keep moving forward and we have to do it together. We can't stop breaking off, right? 92% of black women voted for her. You know how powerful we are? You know, the numbers that I just read, how many black owned businesses, women generating 1.9 trillion in revenue. The fastest, 42% of all businesses in the US are owned, women owned. So think about it. We have to stay true to ourselves and keep moving forward. But acknowledge your feelings, don't suppress them. And if you need to reach out to someone, reach out to someone. I'm here. If you need to reach out to me, if you send me a message or, I will get back to you. But don't hesitate. And just know that you're not in this by yourself. We also have the historical wisdom and experience of the Reconstruction period, yes. So just think about it. This is a time, I look at this as like, wow, this is a time, well, I feel strengthened. I went through my emotions, but I feel stronger because we are unbreakable. We've uplifted, we've held, so many people have been on our backs and we've just uplifted them, right? So this just makes us stronger, unstoppable spirit. We are resilient. What did I name this today? I have to look. Yes, unbreakable spirit, holding fast to our vision. So that's it, ladies. Thank you for listening this morning. Anybody have any other comments they want to make? This is a great space. I'm glad you showed up. I'm glad you shared. Let's do a self-check. How's everyone feeling? Stronger? Holding on to the vision? Dr. Cornelia says we must lift our younger generation to have the strength that our ancestors taught us. Yes. Reach out to someone, mentor our young people for sure. Because they're not teaching history anymore in schools, or some of the schools are fighting. So our young people, they don't know. They haven't seen the things that we've seen, right? Haven't been through some of the things that have strengthened us, that has brought us together. Any other comments? I just wanted to take time to acknowledge, to recognize and acknowledge some of the emotions that we experienced this week, but not to lose sight of the fact that these emotions are also our strength. Dr. Cornelia said, right, Project 2025 will impact Project 2025 will impact 2045. Ruth says, progress seems always to be followed by a backlash of a return to the good old days, which is why history tends to repeat itself. Paula said the young people are devastated and the vice president spoke directly to them. Yeah, we have to be aware, stronger than ever, but also not only continually lift each other up, but definitely, as Dr. Cornelia said, mentor our young people. We have to. And we have to protect each other. So now what's interesting, I see this as just making us stronger and just bringing us closer together because we need each other. We've always needed each other, but there was ever a time when we need each other, it's now. So I'm grateful. I am so grateful for you, for this platform, for wisdom, for my health, like all of you, family. I'm glad we were able to come together. I'm hoping we can get together in person sometime next year. Um, I talked about that before, so. Robin said, I have not seen some things. I was born in 1963, but I know that vote showed non believers what is real. Yeah, yeah. But it's interesting. So you said you haven't seen some things. So what the young people are going to experience, to your point, Dr. Cornelius, when you talk about Project 2025, what the young people are going to experience over these next 4 years will be a learning curve for them. They are going to experience some things. We all are, but most of us are OGs, right? Old girls. We've been through it. But some of these young people don't have a clue. They don't have a clue. And we're going to have to be there to hold it together for them, to help them. Yes, Marie, I would love to meet you too. So at some point, maybe next year, because I'm relaunching in January. Um, at some point, maybe we'll be able to get together next year because I would love to meet you ladies and to have you meet each other. We show up every week for each other. Thank you. We do. We show up every week for each other, and there are at least 12 to 15 women that I know are going to show up every Sunday. Yep, Dr. Cornelius, is their future at stake. Yeah. So some of the things that they're going to see over these next 5 years. But it's kind of scary when you think about who they're going to have as their so called role model at the helm. Because we were taught respect, love each other, not to hate each other. We didn't bully each other, you know, especially us, black folks. We'll feed you in a minute, right? We'll open the door and feed you in a minute. It didn't matter if you were black or white. We would feed you. So it's interesting the model they're going to have at the top, right? Who divides, who bullies, sexism, racism, all the things that we've been talking about. Yeah. This has been a great conversation, ladies. I hope this was helpful as it relates to having a place where you could just come and be. Yep, Paula said this will be Generation X, Y, and Z. And that's why we have to really be alert and informed about how our young people are reacting. We have to use our experience and wisdom and knowledge to try to guide them, to try to mentor them. Generation Trump, yep. Because this is not who we want our young people to be. You know, if they're looking at him as a model, this is not who we want. This is not what we want for our young people. So we're going to have to be vigilant, conscious of what's going on, and we're going to have to reach out and bring them through. All right. Any other comments? Good morning, Toya. Any other comments, though? I just wanted to give you a chance to comment before I let you go. Kind of touch base, how you feeling right now? Optimistic? Committed? Unbreakable spirit? Holding on to the vision of hope? And going back to God does not make mistakes. And just remembering that song, he's got the whole world in his hand. Thank you, Stephanie. Recession babies, this too shall pass. Ladies, I appreciate you. Whatever you're doing today, make it a great day. And I mean this sincerely. If you need support and if I can be of any help to any of you, you can send me a direct message. I do respond. And if you know of someone that you need to reach out to, they need you. Reach out to them. And if you need to reach out to each other in the group, reach out. Because we have to stay strong and we have to stay together. And if we do that, we can accomplish anything. Yep, Robin said she's been unscathed. She said she's been blessed. She said we've been hit with the residue of racism. Don't know nothing about being sprayed with a fire hose, right? I'm clinging to the no. No, we not have. All we have are gods. Yeah. Yep, you're right. Fire hoses, the dogs, all of that stuff, you know, that we have experienced, and our young generation don't have a clue. Okay, ladies, I'm not going to keep you. You know, I'd love to sit here and chat with you, but I know some of you probably getting ready for church or have other things to do. But I really do appreciate you showing up. I feel better, I'll tell you that, because, yeah, mine was a delayed reaction, but I had an emotional reaction. Gloanne says, thank you. It helps to put things in perspective and to move forward. Janice said, be blessed. Love and blessings to all of you. I appreciate you showing up for me and each other. Equally important, we showed up for each other this week. So thank you. I'll see you back here next week. Have a great day. Love and blessings to you and your family.